Do you know that a 68-year-old man recently died simply because he felt cold while sleeping? His body temperature dropped too low during the night, and by morning, it was too late. Many seniors underestimate how dangerous a little chill can be after 60. But doctors say that cold-related deaths during sleep are far more common among older adults than people realize. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden risks of nighttime cold exposure, why it happens more easily as we age, and the small but crucial mistakes many people make before bed that put them at serious risk. What you'll learn today could save your life or someone you love. Stay with me until the end because the number one mistake is something most people do, thinking it helps them sleep better, but it actually lowers body temperature dangerously fast during the night. Now, let's begin. Number 1. The body's weakened temperature control after 60. As we grow older, our body loses its ability to regulate temperature the way it once did. When we were young, our muscles and blood vessels worked together like a perfect thermostat, adjusting circulation to keep us warm. But after 60, that system starts to fail quietly. The muscles that once generated heat through movement weaken, blood vessels lose flexibility, and fat layers that insulate the body become thinner. Even a small drop in room temperature can make the body's core temperature fall dangerously low without you realizing it. Doctors call this silent hypothermia. It often happens during sleep, when the body naturally cools down to rest. For younger people, this drop is harmless. But for seniors, the same cooling can lower body temperature below safe levels, especially if the room is cold, the blanket is thin, or the pajamas are damp from night sweat. The scariest part is that it doesn't feel dramatic. I once heard about a man named Richard, 68 years old, who lived alone in Wisconsin. It was winter, and he turned off his heater to save money before going to bed. He wore a thin cotton shirt, thinking he'd be fine. In the middle of the night, his body temperature fell below 95 degrees, and by morning, he was unresponsive. His doctor later said he had died from mild hypothermia. It didn't happen in the snow, it happened in his own bed. As the body cools, the heart begins to work harder. Blood thickens, and oxygen levels drop. This puts enormous stress on the cardiovascular system. That's why many older adults who pass away in their sleep during cold nights actually die from complications related to temperature drop. The best prevention is awareness. Warmth is not just about comfort, it's a matter of survival. A well-heated room, layered bedding, and proper clothing can make the difference between a peaceful night and a fatal mistake. Your body no longer warns you as it once did, so you must prepare for it consciously. Protecting your body's temperature after 60 isn't about luxury, it's about giving your heart, brain, and organs the warmth they need to keep functioning through the night. What used to be a mild chill in your youth can, at this stage of life, be the beginning of something far more serious. Number 2. Sleeping in a cold room without proper layers. Doctors often warn that sleeping in a cold room can be dangerous for older adults. Even when the temperature doesn't seem extreme, after 60, the body no longer adjusts as easily to changes in the environment. Many seniors assume that covering up with a light blanket or keeping the window slightly open for fresh air is harmless. But during the night, as your body temperature naturally drops, that cold air can quietly overwhelm your internal thermostat. When your skin senses cold, blood flow moves away from your hands. This reaction is useful in youth but can turn deadly in old age because your blood vessels don't respond as efficiently. The result is that your core temperature keeps dropping even while your body feels numb and unaware of danger. I remember hearing about a woman named Helen, 74, who liked to sleep with her bedroom window open, believing it improved her sleep quality. One particularly chilly night, her house temperature dropped to the mid-50s. When her daughter checked on her in the morning, she was confused, pale, and shivering. Her body temperature had fallen below 95 degrees, a clear sign of hypothermia. Fortunately, she survived, but her doctor said another hour or two could have been fatal. The risk becomes higher when seniors use thin blankets or wear inappropriate sleepwear. Cotton pajamas, for example, can hold moisture from sweat, which pulls heat away from the skin. Wool, fleece, or flannel provide better insulation and trap body heat naturally. Even small things like wearing socks or using a thermal undershirt can make a dramatic difference in keeping your temperature stable through the night. You might be surprised to know that many older adults die each year, not from outdoor exposure, but from sleeping in cold rooms indoors. The temperature doesn't have to be freezing. Even a cool 60 degrees can be dangerous for someone with low muscle mass or poor circulation. Those who sleep alone face an added risk because no one notices when their breathing slows or when they begin to shiver less, a sign the body is losing the battle against cold. Doctors recommend setting your room temperature between 68 degrees and 72 degrees at night, especially during the colder months. Layering blankets rather than relying on one heavy quilt helps trap heat more effectively. If you use an electric blanket, always turn it off before sleeping to prevent burns or overheating. But pre-warming the bed for a few minutes can keep you comfortable and safe. If you live in a dry or drafty environment, adding a humidifier can also help retain warmth, since moisture in the air makes heat feel more consistent. Seniors who experience poor circulation should consider using a heating pad for their feet or a hot water bottle near the legs, ensuring it's wrapped safely to avoid direct contact with the skin. Your bedroom should feel cozy, not cold. Many older people underestimate how much nighttime chill affects their blood pressure and heart rhythm. A warm sleeping environment helps your body stay balanced, reduces stress on your heart, and prevents that dangerous overnight temperature drop that has claimed too many lives in silence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, going to bed with cold extremities. Doctors often say, cold feet mean a cold heart. And while that's partly metaphorical, there's real physiology behind it. When your hands and feet are cold before bed, your body must work extra hard to raise their temperature. This effort steals warmth and circulation away from your core organs, the very systems that must stay warm for survival. Seniors are especially vulnerable to this because blood flow to the limbs naturally decreases with age, and the ability to constrict and dilate blood vessels weakens. When you lie down with cold feet or hands, your body spends the first part of the night trying to redistribute heat. This not only delays deep sleep, but can also cause dangerous drops in core temperature if your circulation is already poor. In older adults, that kind of imbalance can trigger heart strain or irregular rhythms. I once read about an elderly man named George, 72 years old, who used to say that he slept better when the room was crisp. But one night, he went to bed with cold feet without socks, thinking his thick blanket was enough. By early morning, he woke up dizzy and short of breath. His body temperature had dropped nearly 2 degrees. His doctor later explained that poor circulation in his legs had worsened as the night went on, lowering his blood pressure and stressing his heart. The simplest prevention is warmth at the extremities. Doctors recommend wearing thick socks or gently warming your feet before getting under the blanket. Even rubbing your hands and feet for a minute or two can stimulate blood flow. For people who suffer from chronic cold hands or feet, a warm compress or heating pad used briefly before bed can help prepare the body for rest. It's important to note that when your feet and hands are warm, your blood vessels open up, signaling to the brain that it's safe to enter deeper sleep stages. This helps your body maintain a healthy temperature throughout the night. Seniors who take steps to keep their extremities warm before bed often find they fall asleep faster, wake up less often, and feel more refreshed in the morning. Avoiding this mistake is more than comfort, it's protection for your heart and brain. Many nighttime deaths among the elderly are linked not just to cold air, but to poor circulation and temperature loss from the limbs. The warmth you create before you sleep is an act of self-care that protects the very systems keeping you alive. Before bed, make it a ritual, check your room temperature, warm up your hands and feet, and let your body settle into warmth before lying down. Your body will thank you every morning. It wakes up stronger, steadier, and alive. Number 4. Going to bed after drinking alcohol or taking sedatives. This is one of the most dangerous. Alcohol and sedatives don't just make you drowsy, they also disrupt your body's ability to regulate heat. When you drink before bed, blood vessels near your skin expand, causing you to feel temporarily warm. But that warmth is deceptive. It actually allows heat to escape from your body faster, leading to a drop in core temperature during the night. For younger people, the body compensates quickly. But after 60, your system no longer reacts the same way. Once the warmth fades, your blood pressure can fall, your heart rate slows, and your body temperature continues to decline. This combination is why so many elderly people who fall asleep after a few drinks or sedatives never wake up. There's a well-documented case of a man named William, 68 years old, who used to have a small glass of whiskey every night before bed. It helped him sleep better, he said. One winter evening, after a long day, he had 2 drinks instead of 1, then fell asleep with the heater turned off. The next morning, his wife found him still in bed, but his body was cold. The coroner later concluded that his blood alcohol level and the low bedroom temperature had combined to lower his core temperature to fatal levels. Sedatives, including sleeping pills and anxiety medications, have a similar effect. They relax your muscles and slow down your metabolism, which in turn reduces the heat your body produces naturally. They also suppress shivering, the body's natural defense against cold. So, when you feel cold in your sleep, your body can no longer fight back effectively. Doctors emphasize that alcohol-induced sleep isn't real rest, it's sedation. It disrupts your natural sleep cycles and interferes with deep recovery. When paired with cold temperatures, the results can be deadly. Even moderate drinking before bed increases your risk because, as your body processes alcohol, it loses both water and heat, especially during winter. Avoid mixing alcohol with medications, and always keep your bedroom at a stable temperature. For seniors who struggle with insomnia, herbal teas like chamomile or warm milk are better alternatives. They soothe the body without lowering your core temperature. You should also avoid going to bed on an empty stomach, as low blood sugar makes you even more sensitive to cold. A small evening snack with healthy fats, like a few almonds or a spoon of peanut butter, helps your body maintain warmth through the night. Many seniors assume that one drink or pill helps them unwind. But when combined with nighttime chill, it becomes a silent risk. Warmth, stability, and natural rest, not chemical sedation, are the real foundations of safe sleep after 60. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Ignoring early warning signs of cold stress. Many seniors believe they can tough it out when they feel slightly cold at night. But those subtle warning signs, a chill in your hands, shivering, or waking up to use the bathroom with cold skin, are your body's way of saying it's under stress. Ignoring these signals can turn a simple chill into a silent emergency. As we age, the body's internal temperature sensors in the brain become less sensitive. By the time you feel truly cold, your core temperature may already have dropped. That's why so many elderly people who pass away from hypothermia are found in their beds fully dressed but unaware of how cold they had become. The decline happens quietly, often within hours. Let me share a true story. A 68-year-old man named Thomas had a habit of keeping his bedroom cool, saying that it saved energy and helped him sleep better. One winter night, the outside temperature fell sharply, but he didn't change his bedding. Around 4 a.m., his body temperature fell below 94 degrees. By the time a family member checked on him, his breathing had slowed, and he was unresponsive. He never woke up. Doctors later explained that he'd experienced cold stress, a condition where prolonged mild cooling leads to heart strain and slow organ function. The tragedy is that it was entirely preventable. Early symptoms, like shivering, numbness, or sluggish movement at night, are red flags. Many older adults also mistake these for simple fatigue or aging, but they're not. Your body is trying to preserve life by redirecting heat to essential organs. When that fails, the heart becomes irregular, oxygen levels drop, and consciousness fades. Experts recommend checking your bedroom's temperature before bed and keeping a small thermometer near your nightstand. If your skin feels cool to the touch when you wake up, or if you notice shivering even under the blanket, it's time to act. Add another layer, drink a warm beverage, or use a heating pad briefly until your body feels comfortable again. Seniors who take certain medications, like those for thyroid problems or blood pressure, need to be especially cautious, as these can reduce the body's ability to retain heat. Even mild dehydration increases your risk because water is essential for proper blood circulation and heat transfer. Feeling cold isn't just a matter of comfort, it's a sign your body is struggling to stay balanced. Pay attention to those small changes before bed because they're not trivial, they're warnings. And at our age, ignoring them can be the difference between waking up refreshed and not waking up at all. Final thoughts. Many people think dying from cold only happens outside. But for seniors, it often happens quietly at home during sleep. The body loses its ability to regulate heat as we age, making even mild cold a real danger. Tonight, before you sleep, check your bedroom temperature. Wear warm layers and avoid alcohol or sedatives. Warm your hands and feet, and never ignore that small chill that creeps in at night. It's not fear that should guide you, it's awareness. These simple habits protect your heart, your mind, and your life. As someone who's lived through many winters, I've learned that warmth is not just about comfort, it's about survival. So, treat it with the respect it deserves. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.